How's it going, my YouTube friends? Hopefully you're all having a fantastic weekend, as I most certainly have. And today I want to show you all the Goodwill finds I found for the weekend. And I found quite a lot of stuff that is going to be very good in the sense of collecting and in the sense of reselling. And I want to bring it to all of you to show you what kind of things that you can find at garage sales. Now, if you're one that isn't interested in going to garage sales, or maybe you kind of you kind of are not really understanding of how garage sales work, essentially it's people just trying to get rid of their stuff. More than likely, they're trying to just make a little bit of money for the things that they have. Sadly, some people actually have things that they're listing at the same price as eBay or Amazon, which makes my life a lot more difficult. But that doesn't make it that difficult, because if the price isn't there, I'm not going to purchase it. I want to start off with a few items that I found that are not noteworthy, but are items to keep an eye out for. Blank media is a really good one to look for. These are just blank media VHS tapes. This one is Maxell. This one's Maxell. There's some Sony, there's some TDK, and a bunch of different other ones in here. And the person wanted only like 25 cents for a bunch of these. I was nice and I gave him $1, because I know if you see my last video, or one of my last videos, VHS tapes can sell for $4 or $5 a piece. So I was like, okay, well, we have 4, 5, 6. We have 6 here. Give them $1. I think I'll be okay. I'll make some decent money on that. So blank media is a very good idea to have, especially brand new. Next, I went into one garage sale where I found this camera, this PowerShot camera, and I was very interested because I've sold them before. Upon opening it, I'm like, okay, well, it's starting to look good, and everything. And I realized that once you turn it on, the screen is completely busted out. If you can see that. There's a lot of dents and dings and things like that. It came with the batteries, so that's even nice. I told the lady there, I said, well, it's broken. And after already purchasing a few other items from them, she just didn't know what to do with it. She didn't realize that it was broken. I gave an offer of 50 cents because I can sell this camera alone just for parts for $5 plus $4 shipping, which is pretty nice to be able to do with this. But other than that, I actually found a Logitech controller. It's a USB controller, and these can pull in maybe $15 or so nothing too big on the price. But pairing this along with these remotes that I have Samsung. I think he had all Samsung remotes. There's 3 of these. A really strange one from Sony. It's for an AV system that actually slides down just like that. I tested them all out. One of them had good batteries, and I even showed the guy at the garage sale how to test out your remote controls. And if you're interested in that, let me know in the comments below. Then I can do a video on how to test different electronics and remotes. Not only did I get these all for $5, I actually have a DVD player that I need a Samsung remote for. So I have a 1 in 3 shot on making sure that one of these remotes go to it, because with having the remote, it raises the price of the item itself. Plus, on Amazon, it's best to have the remote that goes with that exact model of DVD player. Sometimes you don't get good buys. Sometimes I made a mistake, and I was talking to one person, and I said I like cameras, and I'm interested in cameras, so he brought out this big bag. I'm like, okay, well, let's take a look inside. It turns out that it is one of those old school Hunka Chunka ones that doesn't really pull in all that much money. think I saw it for $35 with shipping, which is probably $10 to $12. I have the bag. Maybe the bag's worth something. I even have the charger, and there's a battery on here. So I can probably either piece it out or sell it as one. I didn't test it to see if it works, which I'm sure it is fine. If not, I can, like I said, part it out and make some money on that. But other than that, he said that he had another item, which was this. And this, he said that he had like a tripod. And I hear a lot of people say that they have tripods all the time. And I'm going, well, a lot of them really don't make much money. He opened it up and it said Sony right on the front. And I'm like, okay, so let's take it out and let's take a peek at it. And it is for a handy cam. It's a tripod, and it even has a remote to it. I guess it goes to the handle, but everything's brand new with it. It says Handycam multifunction remote control for Handycam cameras. It looks to be in fantastic condition. It's brand new. I don't think he ever used it. It's a pan lock. I don't know if I'm ever going to use this because I have so many tripods. I looked this up and I'm not 100% sure. It is a Sony VCT-60AV. Looked it up on Amazon, eBay, could not find a single one. I can probably throw it on eBay to see how much I can really get out of it. Maybe $60, if that, and at least I can make my money back because I spent 25 bucks for both these things. I'm going to try and make some money on this. But it was just one of those bad buys for the camcorders, but at least I found this guy, which is just awesome. It's just awesome. I've never seen a tripod just like this that goes with a remote control on it. So that was a really, really cool buy, besides for the bad buy for that camcorder. Before I get to my last two exciting items that I found, which will blow your socks off, well, if you have socks on, but I went to Goodwill and I found a PS2 Slim for $12. Just the console itself goes for 30 bucks. Shipping's probably maybe $6. Make a good double my money on this. Even if it's for parts and doesn't work, for sure I can probably sell it for maybe $20, $25 and recoup my money plus $5. So that's really, really nice. And yeah, I have the cords and cables that I can test it. I don't know if I want to put those cables with it because I have a silver PS2 Slim that I am interested in keeping and collecting because I don't want to sell that, not yet at least. Oh. And for the last two, real large one. Oh, this one was the last sale of the day, which was, I'm glad that I still had cash on me. But we're going to look through all this. I spent $150 for all of this. Hopefully I can recoup my money back on selling a few parts. Other parts I'm actually going to keep and add to my gaming collection. First, I have this Guitar Hero. This one is for Xbox. I'm sure it doesn't need a dongle because it's wireless and it uses for Xbox. I will have to test this out, and this can probably go for maybe $60 alone. After that, I found two of these, which are Lysol cleaning, like you clean your hands, the no-touch kitchen system. It's a dispenser, and you can either wash your hands with it. Yeah, it's an antibacterial hand soap. Two of these, I have seen them sell on eBay for $25 a piece, which is going to be $50, but that's if I get that money for it. I have to pay for shipping, which is maybe $8 because these are a little bit heavy and will probably go priority mail with a 7x6x6 box. 50 bucks, 60 bucks, that's $110. Almost got my money back. Along with Xbox 360, I got a little headset. I have no idea how much this sells for. I don't play games anymore. I have an Xbox 360, but I just don't play it. I don't think I really have much time for it. Along with YouTube, thrifting, reselling, and powerlifting and cycling, I really don't have much time to play games. But this, I'll test it out and I could maybe make 10 bucks. So now we're at what, 110? Do the math for me because I'm not very good at math. Now these are scrap pieces of PSP. This one is just a shell. The other one looks like it may work, but I will have to test these out, clean them up, see if they work. He tested it out for me by trying to charge it up, but it did not work. Maybe the battery's dead. But I will most certainly mess around with these because that's kind of fun to me to figure out what's wrong with them, why don't they work, what's broken. For parts alone, I think they sell maybe $10 to $20. Again, I think that's putting me at $130 for everything now. I just need 20 more bucks to recoup my money. I can keep the rest as collecting. A Nintendo GameCube. The black edition, the button kind of sticks, so I will have to clean that up and make sure that it works. It looks like it comes with all the cables and whatnot. For sure it comes with a controller. There is one controller for that. Actually, there is two controllers for that. A silver and black one. I think the silver is more of a extra one that somebody buys. I think the black one comes with the black console itself. I will have to test this all out and will be collecting and showing this off in my video of all my game systems and consoles and handhelds that I want to do in the future, because I have quite a lot, especially all Nintendo stuff, which is, it's just my passion to collect it. It's really, really cool. I found the Dreamcast. I haven't seen one of these in so many years. It has a game inside. It says Phantasy Star Online. I have no idea what that game is, but it will help me test it out. It looks like it has one controller with it. Actually, two controllers. So it looks like all my consoles here will have two controllers. I remember the old school days when there was like a little screen on here, and my buddy up the street, my neighbor, would play Star Wars all the time. I think it was like The Last Jedi. I don't know, correct me if I'm wrong, but that was one of the best games that we played with Dreamcast. And we play Tony Hawk Pro Skater games all the time with this, which is just nostalgia for sure, because I mean, that's mainly why I wanted to purchase all this. It's just that sentimental factor of having these games and systems in my collection. So that was really, really cool. And lastly, of this whole lot, I found a lime green N64. Absolutely awesome. There's going to be a lot of cleaning of all this stuff. I may have to take it apart and really deep clean it, which is not a problem. Again, I have a passion with purchasing this stuff. So this I will most certainly clean up. I found that they have the expansion cover on Amazon for like a few dollars, maybe $6 or so. I will buy that, add that on there. There is the power cord, the power brick thing that goes inside, as well as two of these controllers. One is a super light lime green, and then the other one's more dark, which I'm guessing that kind of went with it. There is a little problems. That might be a problem, especially that one, especially when it's taped up like that. So that one might be an issue. This one seems to be okay, but I didn't realize that until now. So some of the cables are exposed. I can probably sell it for parts if it doesn't work, but most certainly I don't know what to really do with this. So that's kind of a bummer to have to deal with that, but that's alright. That's not a big deal, because alongside of that is I got a Mario Kart 64 game that is in very, very good condition. It's very clean. The inside, I'll have to take some isopropyl alcohol and clean that up. This is my fourth, I believe it's my fourth Mario Kart 64 game. And believe it or not, I think they sell for $60 to $80 alone. So if I did sell this, I would make a killing on how much I bought all this for. So it was a nice $150 investment. Just a few of these items will make my money back very easily. Plus, I will keep it and collect it, and it's going to take some time to clean the items, especially if I'm going to resell them, because a lot of people would want them very, very clean. The main thing about these is that the stickers are in good condition because collectors would want that. Cleaning it is very, very, got to be very, very careful when you clean this because you don't want to get those stickers damaged. I'm sure you can buy brand new stickers, but they're just not the same like having it on the game card itself. Now this morning, well that morning of garage sales, I saw that there was a listing on my garage sale app that I have, and this person had a very expensive camera that they were selling, so I got up super early, got there 15 minutes earlier than they were expecting people to be there. And I looked through all his stuff, and he had that camera there. He was wanting $175, and I was not really wanting to pay that much, but I wanted to bundle up because I saw some other stuff. Now, sticking with the theme of Nintendo, he actually had this SNES Mini sitting there at a price tag of $7.50, which is amazing. So if I didn't even buy the camera itself, I would have bought this for $7.50 without any questions. I probably would have tried to go down to maybe $5, but these sell continuously on eBay for $60 to $80, depending on the condition, of course. But this one seems to be in very, very good condition. The box is in very, very good condition, but I will have to most certainly test out this game system before I actually sell it. But most certainly will be selling this because I have no use for it. Again, I don't play these games. This is something that I would not really collect because it's kind of a remake of the classic edition of the Super Nintendo. And I'm just not interested in keeping something that's kind of newer, if that makes sense, because I already have a SNES that I have had growing up. So that's something that I keep personally to my own collection that I will never ever sell in my life. But this, I can actually make my money. I spent $150 on 3 items that he had. This will actually cover half of what I spent, so that's nice in itself. Then he had a box just sitting there, and I'm going, well, that's kind of interesting. He has a like extreme power bank like charger here for an oddly shaped battery. I'm like, well, that's interesting. Okay. And then he had a charge cable sitting here, and then a Logitech bag, and I open up the bag and I find this beautiful Canon HD camcorder that's in just fantastic condition. Know that the battery itself goes for maybe $60 to $80. The item itself goes for around that same price, so that's $160. So that's making my money back fully. What I can do is charge up this battery, which is an off-brand battery, put that with the camera itself, and then sell the OEM battery as itself. So that's $60 for the battery. Put this battery with the charger because it looks like it's the same brand. It's an off-brand, and I should be good to go because that is just amazing, especially because it has a memory card that comes with it. There is an adapter. It has the micro SD card for 32 gigabytes, which I actually might keep for myself with doing my YouTube videos because I need these SD cards as many as I can because they do fill up quite a bit because there's so many outtakes that I do. And finally, the main item I was really, really interested in purchasing this past Saturday was this. No, not the bag, silly. The camera that's inside the bag. He said that he actually traveled and lived in China for a few months. That's why there is a China sticker thing on it. But you open it up and it has a bunch of goodies inside. And it looks like a lot of like paperwork, and discs, and what is this? This is a filter, a digital filter that I may actually use for myself on here, if it even fits my camera that I'm using now. There is a remote, which is really, really nice. Tons and tons of these Canon DVDs, just tons and tons. Especially this big booklet, which actually helps the price when you are selling an item. It has a battery charger, a very, very expensive one from Canon alone, so that's pretty nice, especially with a lens hood. It is designed for Canon EW-73B, which is really, really cool because it helps lens flare. If you don't know what I'm talking about, that's okay. Just know that this goes over your lens, so it helps stop the sun and glare all on your lens. Came with a stock lens. This is a Canon 50mm. So this is just your basic lens that comes with it. It looks like there is a Kenko UV 52mm filter on top, which is pretty cool because I can sell that as well. And then it also came with this flash, which was very, very nice. This is a Speedlight 430EX2. It looks like it's mildly digital. I will have to put batteries in there and test it out, of course. Came with this amazing, amazing lens. This is a Canon EFS 1785 lens, and in incredible condition. It's image stabilization. It has the really nice lens cap on it, and it's just beautiful. This alone goes for $167. Now, if I add this just to the camera itself, that has sold for $330, $350. And that alone will make all my money back. So this was an incredible deal for sure. Now, enough talking about all the lenses and everything like that, but you have the battery pack, you have the charger, you have the lenses, you have the bag, you have the light. Now you just need the camera. And this camera is a Canon EOS 40D. Incredible condition, very, very clean, and works just great. I mean, I tested it out. It turns on like a beaut, and it's just amazing. It's heavy duty. You can add so many things to it. It has a hot shoe on the top. He even had a memory card inside, which is a 8GB card. So that's very nice. That will help to increase the value of this purchase. I'm still not 100% sure if I'm going to be parting this out, or if I'm going to sell it as a big kit for $400 or $500. If people are even interested in that. Most of the time people want the lenses, not the bodies of the cameras, because they already have that, as the bodies of the cameras are actually cheaper than many of the lenses. Like I said, this alone used is $167, and I believe I saw that on Amazon. So this is just incredible value, and just everything that came in this kit was great, like just amazing. It only came with one battery, which is fine, and I may even have another one of these batteries, because I buy so many cameras, I collect them, I sell them, I use them. And I really think this was a really great find. And I am glad that I am here able to show you all the things that I find on my treasure hunts, my garage sales. For sure, I will probably try and film it as I go along and find the things. Let me know in the comments below if you like this style of my videos on my garage sales. Instead of actually going out there and showing you the garage sales, I'm actually here showing you the noteworthy items that I find that I just thought was impeccable. This is just fantastic. Just fantastic deal. I want to thank every single person that has viewed my videos. That really does mean so much, as I hit a milestone not too long ago at 200 subscribers, which means so much to me. Just small achievements like that really does make me motivated to continue on making these videos. You can most certainly find me on Instagram, and it's the same exact name as my YouTube name. And I post a bunch of different videos, a bunch of different photos about working out, powerlifting, being fit, being healthy, alongside of being a reseller, finding treasures at garage sales now that it's the season. And I think that is so much fun, getting out there, filming these videos to show you the garage sale finds. I hope that they're not too long of videos that I post, but it's just something that is really, really interesting to me as well as all of you. Thank you so much for viewing my videos. I truly appreciate it, and you all have a fantastic day. All right, bye.